Okay, guys, the Coca-Cola 600 just ended maybe about 10 minutes ago. Super freaking happy because Kyle Busch got the win and he won. He has now won at every racetrack on the circuit, the 23 racetracks. I'm not sure, does the Roval count as the 24th? Because if you guys don't know what the Roval is, they're making a road course, but it's inside of Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the one I did a story time video a few weeks ago, and I used the gameplay from the Roval. But yeah, they're going to be using that in October. So I'm not sure if that counts as another track, but he's won at every track. Like it's still the same location, but it's pretty freaking cool. If you ask me, um, it was a pretty good race. Truex finished second. It was a pretty good race. The beginning of the race was more exciting than towards the end of the race, but um, Jimmy Johnson and Joey Logano had almost a disastrous wreck, but they got away with minor contact. Sorry, and that was pretty freaking dramatic. But and then Ryan Blaney, super glad he's okay after that. He got his car went on fire, and that was almost disastrous. He could have gotten hurt, but glad to see he got out of the car, and it was a huge fire, but the safety makes it, all right, because 20 years ago, that'd be like 30, no, not 20 years ago, but like the beginning days of NASCAR, that'd be a 30-degree burn. A third-degree burn, sorry. Third-degree burn, but, you know, pretty freaking happy that Memorial Day weekend ended like this. I posted a tweet that I wanted Hamilton to win Monaco. I wanted Danica to win Indy, and I wanted Kyle to win the Charlotte race. But Hamilton did not win Monaco. Patrick did not win Indy, but Kyle Busch topped it off. Best for last. That's what I always say. They save the best for last. And that was pretty sweet. Will Power won the Indy 500. Great for him. He deserved it. That was a good race. Danica Patrick wrecked out in that, which really sucked for her last race. But she deserved to do good in her final race in her racing career at all. So the Monaco race was pretty boring. There was a wreck with a few laps to go, and that caused for a caution to come out. But Formula One is just confusing to me, because you can't really they have such a bunch of random rules, and it's so confusing because I saw one where it's the fifth place guy will be like 5 seconds back, but the fourth place guy will be like 10 seconds back, and that makes no sense because just how. Here's Kyle Busch putting the fourth sticker on the car, fourth one of the season. But yeah, Formula 1 is pretty confusing to me. And you can't do any overtakes, there'll be illegal overtake. How does that make sense? How are you gonna pass anybody if you can't pass anybody? But yeah, Will Power won the Indy 500, and then Kyle Busch wins the Coke 600. But yeah, how can you pass anybody if you're not allowed to pass? And how are you gonna win if you can't block? How are you gonna win the race? How are you gonna hold the lead if you can't block anybody? That makes literally no sense. But Daniel Ricciardo won that race. He deserved it. Did a pretty good race. He was low on power in the middle of the race, and I thought that was it for him. But he held on to win, and he led every lap of that race, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool for him. And there's Kyle Busch with Brexton. Family matters more than anything. Just remember that. That was a long race. Super long race. It ended at 10:45, and it started at 6:30. So that was 4 hours and 15 minutes. Long race. But I'm just super happy with how the Coke 600 went. Larson had that issue where he spun out, and he had his whole cockpit was full of smoke. But he still somehow kept it off the wall, which is pretty insane. He was this close to hitting the wall, but that's pretty insane. super proud. Will Power, like I said, has been working a lot of years on getting the 500, and like he deserved it. Looked like Oriole was gonna get it, but nah. It surprised me when he went onto pit road, but I'd rate the Coke 600 about an 8 out of 10 because there could have been more action, but I'm still pretty happy because, it's kind of like a biased opinion because Kyle Busch won, and obviously I'm going to be happy about that. But there was some good racing. Honestly, I honestly thought, like, lap 1, when Kyle Busch was the pole sitter and Joey Logano passed Kyle Busch for the lead, that it was going to be, not Kyle's race. And I was like, that's it for him. But it wasn't, and he took the lead like 4 laps later and barely lost it at all for the rest of the night. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. Anyway, guys, what do you guys rate the race? Don't bias it on the winner. I want you guys to actually tell me what you thought of the race, not the winner. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to leave a like on this video, please do. If you dislike the video, please leave a dislike and a hate comment telling me exactly what I did wrong. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And as always, goodbye, bunny rabbits.